Hello and welcome to Live It Fit Now. I am Dr. Derek Alessi.
And Chef Binks here with you. Good morning, my friends.
Chef Binks, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And Chef, we are going to help people lose weight, drop body fat, and improve the quality of their life.
And that's what this show is all about. It's about adding all the little things that you need to have every week into your healthy lifestyle.
Chef, you know what? All fats are not created equally. Some fats are very good for you, and we are going to be showcasing some of them today.
In the kitchen, can't wait how to incorporate those cool new things to play with in every one of our recipes during the week. We're also going to be talking about some exercises for beginners, and I think all of us are beginners. We're looking for those easy things to really jumpstart our new exercise program.
There's nothing wrong with being a beginner, but we do want to advance, and talking about advancing, we're going to show you a makeover coming up of somebody that really knocked it out of the park and lost a ton.
Yeah, each and every week, changing and making over life. Super excited.
In terms of exercise, we are going to be working the core because we want a stronger core. We could all benefit from that. All of that and your viewer questions coming up on Live It Fit Now.
You're watching Live It Fit Now. Get even more great info by downloading our free app, Live It Fit Now. You'll find it on iTunes and the Google Play Store.
Premier Gourmet is a destination.
For people like me that enjoy cooking at home and they're looking at recipes and things they might see on TV or in a magazine, we're an incredible resource of food ingredients, things like that.
We love the fact that we can bring it to you and we can have it in our store. That's why we're here. That's why we're so passionate about this business. And that's why we love doing what we do.
Locally owned and operated, Premier Gourmet.
Are you tired of dieting and joining health clubs and still frustrated with your fitness? I've been helping people the past 24 years do the right exercises, eat the right foods, and get better results.
I know that I will maintain this. Like, I know this is it. I will not be fat again. I will be fit for life.
Everybody wishes the $10 a month and no long-term commitment spiel worked. It really doesn't. This is an investment in yourself and your future.
You can improve and make progress. If you're ready to get in amazing shape with lasting results, make a commitment to yourself and call me today.
Premier just has this way of bringing everything from everywhere, and it's such a vast selection that it's absolutely just amazing. It is the whole world in one little store.
But we also bring, New York State wines to the table too, and we have a very wide selection of wines from New York State. So if you went on a local wine trail and you wanted to come back and buy something that you found on a trail, it's a great stop.
The Premier Group, Amherst, Williamsville, Orchard Park.
Do you want to lose weight and eat the right foods, but are struggling to find time to shop and prepare?
It is not just a diet for me, it's become a lifestyle change.
My eating habits needed to be changed, and Chef showed me the path.
He learned about my style and what I loved, and he prepared foods that were perfect for me, perfect fit for me.
Food is delivered fresh to you weekly and oftentimes for less than what you would pay just for the cost of groceries. For convenience and your goals, let me help you. Welcome back to Live It Fit Now. It's time for our viewer questions where we get your questions answered. Annette, what do you have for us?
Okay, guys, your first question is right there on the app, and it's a question that's a pretty hot topic among women these days.
Oh, I am new to strength training. Where do I start?
Boy, strength training's tough. It really is. That's tough and scary for a lot of people too.
It can be scary, but one thing I do want to say is strength training doesn't mean you have to lift thousands of pounds at one time. It's not about that. It's about putting resistance on your body. If you have ever done a push-up before, if you've ever done a crunch before, you have done some type of strength training. What we're looking to do, though, of course, is we're looking to engage the lean muscle tissue because that's the place where calories are burned. And if you do so, you could burn more calories 24 hours a day, which is a good portion of your day. So we do want to start with strength training, especially if you want to burn more fat.
Full-time fat burning.
Who wouldn't want that? You could burn more while you're sleeping. I want that.
I like the diet while you sleep it. Awesome, awesome. I'm sure, Annette, you have another one for us. Far away, buddy.
Okay, Dr. Derek, this one's for you.
Dr. Derek, what are the benefits of meditation?
Om. Yeah, I'm not very, it's not working for me.
You know, you're totally at peace. I saw that you were very relaxed and at peace. I liked it. In terms of meditation, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. In fact, I would say if it works for you, keep doing it. A lot of people see that as a stress reliever. You could also think of other exercises as a stress reliever as well. Maybe it's doing cardio, maybe it's running. A lot of people say they get therapeutic effects from running. Maybe it's strength training, maybe it's all of the above. If you find it useful, keep doing it. If you've never tried it before, try it out. Maybe it is your thing.
No, I think it's cool. I really do. I think that mental health is just as important as physical health. If you can start to remove some of those stressors, everything seems to click. You make the gym more, you eat healthier, you have a more positive attitude about yourself. I think the meditation's awesome. It's something that I personally do a little bit just to clear my head and stay focused throughout the day. So I think that that's very cool and good advice.
I do a little bit too, but only after spending time with you.
All right, Annette. I think we need to move on at that point.
I think so too. Let's make this next one for Chef right there on your app.
Chef Banks, is coconut oil a good or bad fat?
Coconut oil.
Yeah, confusing. Super confusing.
It's confusing. It is a saturated fat. So for a long time, maybe you've been hearing that you shouldn't have too many saturated fats, but coconut oil actually can be a very healthful fat. I wouldn't recommend using it every day. And I think you have something for us in the kitchen on that.
Absolutely. I think that the different fats and coconut oil and all the different things can be very, very confusing which one to use. A lot of different options. I think that they'll all be best handled if we just jump right into the kitchen. Let's go. So many questions about fat, good fat, bad fat. What are the right types of oils? So many options, so many flavor options.
Will fat make me fat?
Yeah.
Is fat bad for my health? Yeah, we get a lot of those questions, and I think the key thing is this. No, fat is essential. You need it. You need it to be healthy. It's something that you can't live without. That being said, we're always recommending the better unsaturated good fats.
Absolutely, and really our choices are wide open to us now. One of my personal favorites that 20 years ago as a young chef, this was a no-no. Coconut oil was just an absolutely do not use coconut oil under any circumstance. It's horrible for you. Now it's phenomenal for you. It changes constantly.
It's everywhere. I'm finding it very difficult to picture you as a young chef. But with coconut oil, it's a saturated fat, but it holds up to very high heat. And I think what you're searching for is some people believe for health benefits, it could help improve it by increasing your medium chain triglycerides.
Yeah, absolutely. That's precisely not what I was going to say. What I do like is that it tastes good and it's high heat stable. For flavor, I like to go for convenience at home, in my own home kitchen. I go with the flavored oils. I love it. I really do. You can add a lot of different flavors. They're all oil or a blended oil base, so they're going to have either a little bit of canola, a little bit of olive oil type of blend to them.
It looks like a forest is growing inside.
Yeah, it is, but that's the flavor. That's the flavor. It ends up with a lot of flavor and very, very easy to use. Can you make your own blended oils using a bulk cooking oil, like a bulk inexpensive coconut oil? Yes, but the chance of you cross-contaminating with your hands by adding herbs in can cause it to form a mold on the inside, which is extremely unhealthy.
Yeah, don't do that. It's easier and simpler if you just buy it, and safer if you just buy it.
It's safer if you just buy it, and quite frankly, cheaper. It really is. It's much, much less money. This has been stealing the show for the past couple years. I hate to admit when you turn me on to something cool, but you know, this was all you, buddy. You gave me this oil.
I don't turn people on to things cool. But what I love about macadamia nut oil, a lot of people are calling it the new olive oil because the profile is even better than that of olive oil. And of course, being Italian, it's hard for me to say that. What I love about it, high heat, stable, and taste like butter.
Absolutely. Tastes like butter. Very, very friendly in the kitchen. It's a little bit pricey. Buy a bottle, save it for those high heat conditions when you want to add some grilling. Grilling for zucchini, grilling for asparagus. Anywhere where you're going to have a flash up or a flare up on the grill or even in a pan, it's a great thing to use for there.
Absolutely use it for everything.
Some of the other oils are pumpkin seed and pistachio nut oil. There are so many different oils. Those are all relatively low temperature cooking oils. A lot of them you want to use at a lower temperature. They're going to give a tremendous amount of flavor. A lot of the more expensive oils are for finishing. Don't use those for any high heat cooking. Things like pork and fish and steak are absolutely phenomenal to use your high heat oils. Something to finish would be again those more exotic flavored oils. That's going to give your food a nice finish at the very, very end.
I want to spray something right now. Can I spray something?
Mister, I love it. This is cool, except for the aerosol. A little spritz with the olive oil sprayer, you're off to the races on your vegetables. I also use this on the grill. Be careful again of that flame up. We want to avoid that whenever possible. A lot of different choices, but that's the cool thing. There's a lot of different choices and they're really all good.
Fat's not bad. Use more good fats.
You're watching Live It Fit Now. Why not take this opportunity to download the free Live It Fit Now app to your smartphone or tablet? You'll find today's recipes plus a whole lot more. Information at your fingertips to help you live a healthy lifestyle. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey folks, Annette Herman here, producer of Live It Fit Now with another heads up deal. By now you've probably caught on to how much Chef and Derek love macadamia nut oil. It's great for high heat cooking, tastes like butter, and is actually a healthy choice. What more could you ask for? How about a savings of 33%? Heads up, we've found it online for only $22.99 plus free shipping. Just go to liveitfitnow.com or use your app and follow the heads up link to order yours today.
Premier just has this way of bringing everything from everywhere, and it's such a vast selection that it's absolutely just amazing. It is the whole world in one little store.
But we also bring, New York State wines to the table too, and we have a very wide selection of wines from New York State. So if you went on a local wine trail and you wanted to come back and buy something that you found on a trail, it's a great stop.
The Premier Group, Amherst, Williamsville, Orchard Park.
Are you tired of dieting and joining health clubs and still frustrated with your fitness? I've been helping people the past 24 years do the right exercises, eat the right foods, and get better results.
I know that I will maintain this. Like, I know this is it. I will not be fat again. I will be fit for life.
Everybody wishes the $10 a month and no long-term commitment spiel worked. It really doesn't. This is an investment in yourself and your future.
You can improve and make progress. If you're ready to get in amazing shape with lasting results, make a commitment to yourself and call me today.
Do you want to lose weight and eat the right foods, but are struggling to find time to shop and prepare? I've been helping people for years with their food preparation and healthy goals with my private chef service. Contact me today. Do this for yourself.
This, I understand, is the viewer's favorite part of our show.
Absolutely.
The makeover.
Makeovers where we change lives. As a matter of fact, this person that's going through a makeover came in through our app or our website, liveitfitnow.com, and became part of the process. He was struggling. He asked us a question, and we did a makeover with him. And you can do the same thing. Make sure to send those messages.
And we took him under the Chef Binks wing, right? Under the wing, and we helped this gentleman get his life going in the right direction. Let's take a look.
My name is Kyle Balsarak. I'm 25 years old. My fitness goals are to get in shape, eat better, get healthy, increase the overall well-being of my life. Ever since a young age, I've had really high cholesterol. At 14, I got tested, and it was well over 300. It runs in my family, and I still have high cholesterol. Well, I got to get those numbers down for my overall health. Diabetes runs in my family. I got to control my blood sugar levels, got to develop a system to eat right and work out and get that overall fitness that I need. And I need help doing that. I need to be pushed. I didn't know how to do that. Now I'm in the prime of my life, and I want to be, I want my career to go well, and I want to be healthy and fit and be the best I can be. I'm looking forward to the results. I'm already seeing small results, but in a week, in 2-3 months, I can't imagine what my body's gonna look like.
Kyle, being a young fella, did want to improve his confidence, his appearance, and his energy, especially while on sales calls. He took this with his career in mind and knew that if he began right now, it would benefit him the rest of his life. We first started with his resistance training, building lean muscle tissue. Now, he does have an advantage being a young male. He also has an advantage being a little bit taller than most. With that, we tried to maximize the amount of muscle tissue he had so that he burned more calories 24 hours a day. Now, Kyle did start grossly out of shape, but he did fall into form pretty quickly. We focused on the big muscle groups of the back, of the hamstrings, and of the shoulders. Let's take a look at his results. Kyle dropped over 40 pounds and over 40 pounds of fat. His body fat percentage was nearly cut in half. Kyle also cut his waist by over 12 inches, gained lean muscle tissue, and sculpted his body.
My girlfriend loves the new me. I'm very disciplined at the moment, but I might make a few, I might eat pasta once. I haven't had pasta in 3 months, but I miss some things, but I just don't miss the way I felt. people saw if Kyle can do it, I can do it. Because especially if you knew me, you knew how I lived, you know, I was drinking every night, I'm eating whatever I want, and all of a sudden I made a change for myself and it turned out well. I wanted to change, and that was really what you need. You need to want to change. If you don't want it, it's not gonna happen. It's not something that you can just want once or twice a week. It's something that you have to do every day, constantly, from morning to night. There's no silver bullet. There's, you know, chicken, broccoli, you know, eggs, nuts. That's your silver bullet.
I couldn't be more pleased with the progress that Kyle made.
Yeah, unbelievable. I went through the same thing. Very, very stressful.
On television.
On television, changing the way that you eat on a fundamental level every day. Adding in, exercise into your life every day. Very, very stressful stuff. A big, huge change to his life.
And it was for Kyle, there's no doubt about it. In terms of the gym, he was a beginner when we started. He advanced pretty quickly though. Literally, I was watching him week by week advance, getting stronger, getting more progressive. In the very beginning, he could do very little, but soon, in relatively short order, he progressed very quickly and completely changed it around. So I think the future is very bright for Kyle, and I love the fact that he's taking it from a career standpoint too.
Yeah, one of the things that he told me was that he felt that his energy level went way up. And wow, how awesome is that? When your energy level goes up, you can get so much more done every day of your life. Truly amazing. Great job.
In talking about getting more done, how about getting more done inside the pantry?
Oh, the pantry, the one place that you can make huge changes to your healthy lifestyle, especially when it comes to the kitchen. Take the bad thing out, put a good thing in, and you're halfway there to having super healthy food every day at dinner time. Let's go over and take a look at the pantry and talk about some good fats. One of my new favorite items that you'll find in my pantry is macadamia nut oil. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful high heat stable cooking oil that's delicious. And also,
come on, give it to me.
You're gonna make me say it, aren't you? You're gonna make me say it. All right, fine. Dr. Derek turned me onto this. Yes, you turned me onto this oil. Never heard of it before. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Talk about the health benefits. There's a ton of them.
Macadamia nut oil is called the new olive oil. And the reason why, it's not because it's really new, but it's being introduced commercially all over the place now. And olive oil is extremely healthy for you. A lot of good unsaturated fats in there, omega fats, good for blood pressure, good for lowering triglycerides, good for a lot of good things. Macadamia nut oil has that even more so. The profile is even better than that of olive oil. And being Italian, of course, that pains me to say because I love olive oil.
The one cool thing, though, that's very, very different than olive oil, this is high heat stable. Olive oil is not a good working oil for high heat applications, where macadamia nut oil is perfect. Over 500 degree flash point on this will not change the flavor, which is amazing. Butter. If you can imagine it, butter, an oil that's good for you that tastes like butter.
Tastes like butter. Now, to put it in perspective, olive oil is what, about 350 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah, right around there.
Somewhere in there. Macadamia nut oil, well over 500 degrees. I even brush it on the grill, and I like the fact that you said tastes like butter, because it really does. If you have thoughts, if you have dreams of cooking eggs again in butter the way Mom used to do years ago, but you think that's not the healthier way, so you've been using olive oil, I love olive oil once again, but it's got a very flat taste to it. Macadamia nut oil is like cooking in butter, but super healthy for you.
Not just eggs. Think asparagus. Think for a steak. Think for a piece of fish that you want to do a searing application in a black pan or on the grill. Any high heat application that you want the creamy richness of butter, this is absolutely your go-to. It's one of my personal favorites in my pantry.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey folks, Annette Herman here, producer of Live It Fit Now with another heads up deal. By now you've probably caught on to how much Chef and Derek love macadamia nut oil. It's great for high heat cooking, tastes like butter, and is actually a healthy choice. What more could you ask for? How about a savings of 33%? Heads up, we've found it online for only $22.99 plus free shipping. Just go to liveitfitnow.com or use your app and follow the heads up link to order yours today.
Do you want to lose weight and eat the right foods, but are struggling to find time to shop and prepare? I've been helping people for years with their food preparation and healthy goals with my private chef service. Contact me today. Do this for yourself.
Premier just has this way of bringing everything from everywhere. And it's such a vast selection that it's absolutely just amazing. It is the whole world in one little store.
But we also bring, New York State wines to the table too, and we have a very wide selection of wines from New York State. So if you went on a local wine trail and you wanted to come back and buy something that you found on a trail, it's a great stop.
The Premier Group, Amherst, Williamsville, Orchard Park.
Welcome back to Live It Fit Now. Let me show you some exercises you can do to get in better shape. Now we are going to work the core, and whether you're a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced, we have the right exercise for you. First, as a beginner, we're going to start with a plank on a pad. Start off on a yoga mat in the push-up position. Curl your toes and engage your abs by tilting your pelvis and pulling your belly button towards your spine. Straighten your body, but keep your neck and spine neutral. Hold this position for about 1 minute. Your body should make a straight line from your heels to the back of your head. For intermediate, we are going to try an oblique twist. Start by sitting on the floor in a V position. Your feet should be flat on the floor, knees should be bent. While holding a bumper plate, keep your body straight and begin twisting your body from side to side. Your arms should be slightly bent at the elbows and the weight should be traveling back and forth to your sides. The breathing is exhale on the way down to the floor, inhale on the way back up to neutral. Try doing 15 to 20 of these at one time, take a break and repeat. For advanced, try punching a heavy bag. Stand close enough to the bag so you can hit it without moving your feet, but far enough that you can reach it without rotating your hips too much. Drive the punch with your torso rather than reaching out with your fist. Strike the bag with the large knuckles of your index and middle finger. Drive your other hand forward as you withdraw your punch. Perform a cycle of 10 to 12 solid strikes. Repeat 3 to 4 rounds of punches. Don't forget to breathe in and out through your nose. To get the best deals on this equipment that you could use in the comfort of your own home, go to liveitfitnow.com. Hitting that punching bag, I think that she was thinking of you, Chef Banks.
I was getting exhausted watching it.
Yeah, and it's a great way to work the core. When it comes to working the core, I think it's important that you're not going to see your abs just because you're doing a lot of core work, but it is very strong for your body and a good thing to do. It's good for your back, it's good for balance, it's good for everything. I do recommend that you engage the core.
Yeah, balance, all about it. Yeah, super core.
Is that what that means? That's balance?
That's super core.
That's
what that means.
super core. It probably doesn't mean that at all, but it is a good thing to do regardless of what Chef Banks is really showing us right now. And now that we've worked the core, it is time to, well, I don't want to say undo the core, but it's time to look at the cheat day.
Oh, cheat day. You know, you make it sound like a bad thing, but it's super important for mental health. If you can never have your favorite thing ever again, you're going to think about nothing but that one thing. By incorporating one cheat day into the week, you can always know that it's no more than 6 days away. That's a perfect thing. This week, we're going to go over and have one of my all-time favorite cheat day items, candy. One of my favorite cheat day items has always been candy. It's just simple, right? I mean, candy. You can't get any more cheat-oriented than that, right? But I've got my friend here to try to help me upgrade my cheat day a little bit with something special. What do you have?
Well, these are artisanal chocolates from Madagascar. They're a husband and wife team that were in the Peace Corps. They went to Madagascar, and when they came back home, they wanted to know how...
They brought us chocolate?
Well,
nice of them.
They grow great chocolate in Madagascar, and they produce the entire bar right there. It's like farm to table. So here they've got a couple of different flavors I really like. There's an espresso bean where they grind the coffee right into the chocolate. There's pink peppercorn and kaffir lime leaf. You know, flavors that you're not going to find at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's very unusual, and that's what it's all about for me. On a cheat day, rather than having the same over and over again, try something different. Make your cheat day an experience. That's how you find out the new cool things to try. Why not, right?
The cheat day, once again, is anything you want in moderation. Moderation, and I describe moderation of half of what you could normally eat. So if you could normally eat like 3 garbage bags full of candy at one time, only have about 1.5 at one time, half of what you could normally eat.
I accept these terms because I can eat a garbage bag full of candy, so I'm right in my happy zone at a half of a garbage bag full. You know, I think that it's super important to be able to have the thing that you love the most. Even candy, I mean, we know that candy, a ton of sugar, is not good for you. It's going to increase your blood sugar, causing you to store food as fat. But one day a week, it's not so bad. It's okay to do that one thing.
It's not about being perfect. It's about having anything you want, making it consistent, and making it part of your lifestyle. Therefore, really nothing is off limits, including candy.
Well, and talk about making things part of your lifestyle. You showed some beginner exercises today, and I speak from a person who, I exercise. I do it religiously, but it's not my favorite thing to do. I do it because I know that it's necessary. Starting off with beginner exercises is perfect. It's a great way to get started. The important thing is that you start. You start, you get something going. A little bit goes a long way. When you start to do a little, you'll want to do more. You'll see the results, you'll want to do more, and it's a progressive, constantly expanding new part of your life. I think that a beginner exercise is a great place to get going, whether it's in your living room, in the gym, with your friends. Do it with a partner, get things going and jumpstart it. The important thing is to start.
To start, you do need to start, you do need to decide and make a decision that you're going to begin it. I like to talk about strength training as a starting point and not cardio, because for cardio, most people have walked before, most people have been on a bicycle before, you've done that. When it comes to strength training or resistance training, chances are, or maybe you haven't started before and it's a good time to start. If you do need help though, I would recommend that you seek out expert guidance on this, because you do want to do it correctly. You don't want to hurt yourself and you want to get the most out of it.
Absolutely. Good fats, so confusing, making the wrong choice, easy to do. I mean, as a young chef, this was a no-no, coconut oil. It was something that we avoided. Things are constantly changing. It's super important to stay up on current information and make sure that you're incorporating the latest new things to accelerate your healthy lifestyle goals. If nothing else, it's a new ingredient in the kitchen. It's a new thing to play with, something to add in to sort of spice up things in your new life.
You're right. A lot of things have changed and you're no longer a young chef. When it comes to fats, all fats are not equal. One of my favorite ones, I'll say it again, is macadamia nut oil. Why I like this is because of the profile. It is that it's even better than olive oil when it comes to omega fatty acids. Also holds up to high heat, tastes like butter, things like this, things like coconut oil, different types of ingredients, different types of fats that are super healthy and also are delicious at the same time.
Did you have fun this week?
Every day with you is like a dream come true. Remember to go to liveitfitnow.com, and we'll see you next week on Live It Fit Now.
Losing weight and dropping body fat can be a daunting task. It's not only what Dr. Derek and myself do on this show, but it's what we do in our day-to-day life. Just like on this show, we like to help people manage their exercise and their nutrition. And really that's it. It's a two-part process. It's all about what you eat and how you exercise.
At Alessi Fit, what we actually do is we help people with their exercise routine. We assign personal trainers to you so that you're not doing more exercise, you're doing more of the right kind of exercise to get in great shape. Regarding food, yes, we're going to tell you exactly what to eat, but you might need help making it taste delicious, or you just might not have the time to do it. That's where Chef Binks comes into play.
It's my passion to prepare delicious food to help jumpstart and accelerate your healthy lifestyle goals, delivered right to your home. For me, it starts off with a personal consultation, one-on-one in your home, to assess where you've been, what you've tried before, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and what we need to do to zero it in for your personal schedule. I then prepare a plan based on your nutritional needs. What are your goals? How much time do you have? How much cooking can you do yourself, if any at all? And what do we need to deliver weekly right to your refrigerator to guarantee you get the results you're looking for? So either give me a call or go to chefbinks.com to begin the process with your personal consultation so we can discuss what's best for you.